Hey guys, welcome to Monkey Business. We're back here in Crazy Apes warehouse doing a photo shoot before they move. And this is the world's largest production backyard trampoline, the Goliath. It's actually the Goliath 2.0. We made it bigger, we made it better. Luke?
It's also bouncier with the other bed. That one is the only trampoline that's ever scared me. Like, think of it like the Bugatti Veyron of the trampoline world.
What are you talking about?
The 2-string.
This
Goliath.
This has a 2-string.
Well, this is the black bed, but we'll put the 2-string on in a bit just because we can. But this one's wild. Like, if you just want a really big trampoline, like, this thing is massive. You just obviously need a big backyard if you're gonna run this one. It's not my personal favorite. I mean, it's wicked awesome, don't get me wrong. I love the multis. This one's a little bit higher off the ground. So like, this is right now about 50 inches, just over 4 feet for the kids to climb up and down on. It's actually the same height as like a commercial semi. So if you back up a 53-foot semi and you hop into the back of that semi, that's basically how high it is. So this rolling staircase, ironically, is the exact same height as a 53-foot semi. Let's just get up there.
Don't need a ladder for this guy, you need an actual set of stairs.
Yeah. But as you see, look at all the tarps moving. This thing's basically like a giant subwoofer. The bed is so big, it moves air like crazy. So you're not gonna get the crazy performance in this thing out of like a smaller trampoline. But if you're gonna use it as a landing zone, you're gonna use it in a huge backyard. There's lots of great perks to this one. If you're gonna use a black pulley bed and not a crazy Dave Ross 2-string, it's just not quite as performance oriented. Whew. But it's still one massive trampoline. There it is, the world's largest backyard commercial trampoline.
So that's kind of why. Who's it for? The guys with an ego to match the size of their backyard and their wallet?
It's definitely not cheap. This one's running about 12 grand without the enclosure. But yeah, like, I've had my kids running. My kids are crazy running around here, and you don't have to worry as much about them falling off the trampoline. You have to scramble because if they start getting close and you're trying to run all the way around this thing to catch them on the other side, you might want a few extra people in the yard. But it's great for big families, great for big people with big yards. And it's not the cheapest thing. You definitely will have one of the most expensive trampolines in the neighborhood.
This is in-ground ready, so you could put an enclosure all the way around it. That's totally an option. Same style as our other Apex enclosures. But this is also set up that you can, mount it right on top of a retaining pit. You'll maintain a little bit of an air gap, but then it'll at least be right about flush with the ground.
Have those little stubs that slip in, sits on top of the retaining wall. Oh, nice big wide pads, nice crisp construction, just like our Apex line. This is basically commercial trampoline park grade, just really, really, really big. Hard to put in perspective. Most trampolines are about as big as we have in front of me, let alone all of this.
It's huge.
This thing barely fits in our shop. We had to put up an extra backdrop just for the marketing guys to get a photo of this thing. And like Armand said, the staircase to get up here. If you want a big trampoline, Goliath is the world's largest.
So it's like our Apex line. Everything is customizable in terms of colors and all that. In terms of tune, you only get one. It's the best one we could come up with. It's basically the full crazy tune. Higher flow surface. We got the dual springs, 2 different types of springs, all music wire, used in 3 different ways. And it's everything we could throw at it. Now you can go super Goliath with the 2-string, 1-string bed, which is an animal. We'll get that on here. We'll show you guys.
That one's not, like, hand woven by the coach for Team Canada's Olympic trampoline crew. Hand woven in his basement, let alone. It's not even at the shop. Like, he personally weaves these at his house. But then, again, wicked performance. You can't leave it in the sun. You got to cover it when it's not in use. And I would be nervous about my kids going on that one. Like, it's nuts. Like, you literally standing on that, we'll show you later. Standing on that one, you breathe, you blink, you start moving. Like, it's insane. Totally different.
And now it needs to be higher yet off the ground. You're over 5 feet, or again, you can still dig it into a pit. The nice thing with that one is it has a ton of airflow. It cuts right through the air. You don't have this massive parachute that you're trying to move around when you're jumping.
And it's twice the price and only available in Canada.
Or Europe. We can get them to Europe too.
Because Dave won't legally even let us sell the thing in the United States. So
For now, we'll keep working on them.
We'll work on them. It's nuts, like absolutely insane.